Everyone, I'm going to introduce our activity for today, which is speed browsing. This is one way that you can browse the library collection without physically being in the library. Normally, we would do a book tasting in the library where you would get to read a sample from a few different books in one class period to pick your book. Unfortunately, we just can't do that all as one class right now, so I'm hoping that this hybrid teaching and learning friendly way of browsing can help you choose a narrative nonfiction book that you would love to read for this next unit. So let's take a look at how it works. Here are the instructions in the slides. You'll go through 5 rounds of speed browsing in which you pick a book to explore and decide if you'd like to read it and rate it. This is the form you're going to fill out as you browse. So let's open that up and look at it now. Here we go. So you will fill out your full name. I do need your first and last name. Some of you have duplicate names and I want to make sure I'm getting the right books to the right person. Your class period. And then for each round, you will answer these 3 questions. First, what's the title and author of the book you chose? What do you like about this book? And then rate your interest from 1 to 10. So 1 is, never mind, I just chose this book because I had to. And 10 is, yeah, it sounds pretty good. I really want to read it. So let's take a look at what this will look like. First, you'll go through all 5 rounds of these 3 questions, and then at the end, you will answer the question, what do you want to read next? So this is when you will choose one of those 5 or more than one of those 5 that you would like to read for your narrative nonfiction unit and type the titles here. If you want to request more books to read, like for independent reading, then you can use this form, which opens up to our regular book request form that you may have seen already. And this is if you want to request a specific book that's not for narrative nonfiction. This is optional. This speed browsing form with the purple background is required for today. So let's go back to round 1 and take a look at what exactly this looks like. So each round will have 8 different book covers. You choose the one that looks best to you. So click on it and it will take you to a slide with more information about that book. Here you can read information like a summary of the book, and you can even click to see a book trailer or sometimes a reading of the first chapter or an interview with an author. Most of the books have some kind of video helping you get to know the book a little bit more. So spend 4 or 5 minutes with each round with one book from that round. So this is the book trailer for How Angel Petersen Got His Name. We're not going to watch that. After you spend about 4 or 5 minutes with each round, like the one book that you choose, go back to the speed browsing form and type in the title and author of the book. So that would be How Angel Petersen Got His Name. And I know that's by Gary Paulsen. Correct? Double check. Yes, Gary Paulsen. Okay, great. Now, what do I like about this book? This can be anything. Like you can just say, I like the cover, I like that genre, or the summary sounded interesting. I like adventure books and sports. That's what the book is about. So rate your interest in this book. This book does sound pretty interesting to me, so I would say it's a 7, like I could read it. And then you'll just continue for each round. When you're done with one round, you do need to scroll to get to the next one. So as you scroll down the slides, you can see when they switch over from like one book summary to the round 2 or round 3 label with 8 books on the next slide. Then you'll click on the slide with the books for the next round, pick your book. Like let's take a look at Free Lunch, slide 18. And here is a book summary and a book talk in a video. You can see that. And you would just scroll down to round 2 and type Free Lunch by Rex Ogle. And so on for 5 rounds. When you've completed your 5 rounds, reminder, identify at least one book from the 5 rounds that you would like to read. You can definitely write 2 or 3 different titles here. And if you're interested in any other books, go ahead and request them using this Google form. If you have extra time, if you get through these 5 rounds and complete and submit your form before the period is over and you have extra time, feel free to go back and read about more of the books. You're only required to read about 1 book from each of the 5 rounds, but there are, 40 books on the slideshow, and maybe more than 5 of them seem interesting to you. So you'll have access to this after class today. You can continue to read about these books and request one through the book request form on the library website and in the library Google Classroom if there's something else you're interested in. Any questions? Just ask your teacher or me if I'm in class with you today, and have fun. I hope you enjoy getting to know these books, and can't wait to see what you want to read. Bye, have a nice day.